They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Hey, 73, 73.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Forced out to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Gunner. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Hurts changing up the play. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Pollard will take it up the gut to about the 48-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Running right, it's Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll give Devon on the read option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Back to Ray and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here's Allen. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second down in the yard. Prescott to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He's got a man. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Grady Williams picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Silver, ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to... Yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now he's flushed out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go, 47.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Dallas.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Gallup in motion right. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Keely Ringo getting to the ball and handing them a loss on the play.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
That ball was tipped in the air and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. 2nd in the NFL with 16 sacks in his first season with the Eagles in 2022.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
3rd and 9 here.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
And Hurts going to move him around.
Crowd left Yanni.
He'll look to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a give, right side, Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. In motion left goes Smith. Throwing is Hurts. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
73, 73. No, no.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penning. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I put the word big in capital letters here. And now they'll shift things around.
73, 73.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 26 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down.
Prescott now from the 50. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Fourth down, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. To throw, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there. But it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Great. Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against